Hello, we're here today with a video breakdown. We're going to be breaking down the Chancellor Palpatine versus Mace Windu duel, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to really dive into this thing and really look deep into who won this battle and how it all went down. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to watch through the video and we'll stop and we'll discuss as it goes. Palpatine was so fast that he was just a blur. He just whipped out his saber, he jumped up there and he struck him down before they could even breathe. So Kit Fisto, he lasted quite a while actually. If you actually watch that, let's go back and let's just take a few snaps. Look at that. So there's a strike. He got a couple of good shots in. You can see that spin move right there. But really, this is when the real battle starts. So we're going to go ahead and continue on. You got some pretty good swings here. You can tell from both of these guys that they're both fighting hard. You can see within Palpatine's face that this is not no walk in the park. I mean, dueling Windu. I think Mace Windu is probably one of, if not the best duelist in the entire saga. Palpatine, of course, as we know, is the strongest of all Sith Lords. But that doesn't mean that he's the best duelist out there. Alright, now, Windu is the one that broke the window, which was definitely to his advantage, because you can tell that the wind is really struggling with Palpatine on this scene, but that doesn't mean that he stopped trying. He still was trying to kill Windu at this point. You can see on Palpatine's face the way his hair is blowing, and his face and cheeks just look like the wind is really getting to him. And he's an old man at this point. I mean, he's probably in his early 60s at this point, and Windu is at the prime of his life, probably like early 40s. And Windu takes a cheap shot, but a smart shot, and kicks Palpatine, and that was 100% not expected by Palpatine, which forces him to drop his saber out the window, and he falls. Now, at this point, you can see here, it looks like it's over, because Windu has got Palpatine down, and Palpatine has nothing that he can do to save himself. But, here comes Anakin. Anakin senses through the Force that Palpatine is in trouble. Palpatine senses that Anakin is on his way, so everything starts coming together. And so Palpatine plays what he has already told Anakin, that the Jedi do not trust the Senate, and they plan to betray him. And so he was already planting, earlier in the movie, he was already planting these seeds into Anakin's head. And so when Anakin gets here, how would it have looked if it was the other way around, and Windu was on the ground and Palpatine had his saber to him saying, "You have lost, Jedi." But if it's the other way around, and it looks like Palpatine's defenseless and Windu's about to kill him, Anakin feels more compassionate towards Palpatine, so to speak. Here, Palpatine starts using his lightning. This is the first time we've ever seen, in the prequels, Palpatine use his lightning. Because if Anakin does not join him, is he going to just lay there and let Windu beat him? No. So he's got to try to defend himself from Windu with his lightning. But also, he knows that for his plan to work, he's got to have Anakin. But at the same time, if Anakin chooses not to join him, he's got to defend himself. So see there? But Windu is strong enough in the Force. He's really struggling, but he's using all of his might to block 90% of that lightning. But then also he's deflecting it back at Palpatine. Look at Anakin. He's struggling. He sees Windu killing Palpatine, and it kills him inside, because he doesn't want to join Palpatine. All he wants is to save Padme. But he knows within himself that Palpatine is his only chance of saving her. He's putting his life on the line to get Anakin to join him. And suddenly now Palpatine, he can't hold it. "I'm too weak. I have no power." I mean, obviously being struck in the face like that with lightning on somebody, yeah, they'd be weak and whatever, but see, because Palpatine's, "I'm too weak. Please don't kill me. You know, he's told Anakin that he has the power to save Padme from death. Okay. And if Palpatine is this all-powerful, mighty Sith Lord that can strike down an entire fleet of starships with his bare hands, what's Anakin good for? Nothing. But if Palpatine plays the weak card and Anakin thinks to himself, this is my only chance of saving Padme, and he's just a weak old man. I mean, yes, he's got dark side powers, but he can't take down one single Jedi, Mace Windu. He needs me like I need him. So if I join him, if I save his life here, and in return he will tell me how to save Padme. And see here on this part, I'm too weak, please don't kill me. Watch his eyes. They switch over quickly to watch what Anakin will do, because he's keeping an eye on Anakin. If Anakin doesn't do something, is Palpatine just going to stay there and die? He's putting his full trust in Anakin, because he has to have Anakin for his plan, the rise of the Sith to happen. He has to have Anakin. And so in that split second, if Anakin had not chopped Windu's hand off, Palpatine surely would have done something to defend himself. And then as soon as he sees that Anakin's on his side, boom. Do you see that? A smile comes to his face. Oh, I'm too weak. I can't hold any longer. Well, gee, now look, he has unlimited power striking Windu down with this Force lightning. So it shows clearly that it was all a setup. And Windu probably didn't die from the fall of the lightning. It probably messed him up pretty bad, and he probably got pretty damaged. But I wouldn't say that he necessarily died. So, in closing, one-on-one lightsaber dueling was pretty even. Windu got the upper hand once the window was broken open. Outsmarted Palpatine with the kick in the face. Overall lightsaber dueling, Windu wins the dueling. Lightning, straight up one-on-one. First off, Palpatine strikes. Windu is able to stop it, strike it back on the Palpatine. If Anakin wasn't in the picture, if Palpatine knew that Anakin wasn't coming, and it was just Windu versus Palpatine, Palpatine would have beat Windu against the Force, the lightning. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. May the Force be with you. Follow Darth Sidious 33 on Twitter. Like and subscribe here. I'm Captain 66, and see you next time.